Hi guys, this is Stephanie. Welcome to Stephanie's Journey. For those of you who are here for the very first time, welcome. And for those of you returning, welcome back. Today I am going to be doing a garden tour. Got a plane flying over. A little small prop plane too. So it's October. Didn't do one in September. Was supposed to. Didn't get time. So it's going to be fat. Done a little bit of cleanup of the garden, but still have not finished, as you can see back there. Still got a lot of stuff growing. So let's turn you around so you can see. All right, let's start in this little section. I started some bunch of onions in here. I'm doing a little bit of composting in place in that bag. I'm going to put some garlic in there. A little bit more compost to fill it up to the top. But I do have some stuff up under there, and I'm going to put garlic or onions, one of the two, in that bag. This is my blueberry. That's the other one. I repotted them. This one is dead, but the roots didn't look dead. The tree looks dead, but the root did. Is that green? No, I don't know what that is. But I was like, well, maybe that's dead. So if it does not come back in the spring, then I get another one. Because you need 3. I get 2 more to go with that one. Because that one didn't die from the hard freeze. But I think that one did. Have mint there. Those don't have anything in it. Got to get new water barrels because they've been out here for years, and as you can see, that one has cracked. This tomato plant is a volunteer. Let me go. Giving a little bit of tomatoes. It's the pear. Here is where I got my starts, but nothing has started. Nothing has come up, so I don't know if they're not going to come up. Even my onions have not come up yet. Let's see, this one, I haven't opened this one. Nope, nothing in that one either. So, I don't know. Something should have come up by now. Gotta check. But I got cabbage, bok choy, cabbage, what have you, and none of them have germinated. So, don't know. I may have to go buy some starts. Those are not cooperating. Over here, we have my first set of green beans. I have some beans on here. I'm going to let these just go. And I'm going to use anything that's in here for seeds next year. I do have some seeds left and I've been saving them, but I give them away too. So I'm going to let everything on here just go to seed and get as big as it can. My strawberries, of course, didn't do much, but they're not dead, so they will come back. This is my sweet potatoes that I was growing to grow starts, but it just took off, so I just left it. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be any tomatoes. It may be some up under it when I pull them up, but I'm going to use this bed for onions and garlic because last year I used that bed. So this year I'm going to use this bed, try to rotate. My rosemary that I grew from a cutting that I got from the grocery store is doing very good. Hopefully the frost doesn't get it this year. It smells delicious when you just run your hands over it. I've been cutting off of it, as you see. I cut a big piece from there. Here I went to grow, this is a yellow zucchini. Trying it again. The bugs keep getting them. Haven't been able to get nothing, but I think 2 squash the whole season. This one looks good. It has one there, one there, one there. So it has 3 on it. But the flowers haven't opened to pollinate them. I'm going to self-pollinate them once they open if I'm here. I do have greens growing down here. These are dino kill. And I'm going to thin them out and put them in different places. I'm going to keep every last one of them because I juice greens, so I need all of them. So I'm going to spread them out. So I'm going to keep them in here with the onions and garlic. These are my green beans. They're on their last leg, but I got a lot in the freezer, so I'm happy about that. They still have a few on them. I just picked some before this, but I don't see any flowers because it got cold for one day down in the low 40s. But there's still some on. I see them back there, some smaller ones, but no flowers. So hopefully when it warms back up over the weekend, we'll get some flowers. Oh my. And they'll produce another little batch for me. Replanted some more potatoes, but they're not doing well. I just have 1, 2 there, and then this one has died off, and then that one. So probably not any potatoes in there. If they are, they're really small. Well, we'll see. My ginger is turning color, so it's probably time to harvest that. But I give it another week or so before I harvest it. You can take it in the house and overwinter it if you want to do that, but it's a very small pot, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I know ginger is in it because I've seen it pop up and I put more dirt over top of it. Nothing's there. My carrots have finally started to get a little bit bigger, and they may be too close. Probably about 6 or 7 of them in here, but they're not that big. Well, they could be long, but that one looks a little big. So they are the purple carrots. I had mixed in here, but it looks like the only ones that survived are the purple ones because all of them got purple stems. So that's what we got. I think they're rubella or something. Not for sure, but then I have volunteers just growing all around the ground, all over there. I'm going to put them up too. My greens are growing. This is kale, still growing. I've been harvesting from this all summer, cutting it up for the freezer and also juicing with it. Then I have my 3 kale. No, not kale. These are collards. 3 collards. The bugs was on them, so I just rinsed them off really good and got all the bugs off of them. Because this year I did not use any pesticides, but I'm gonna let these grow all winter. It's 5, 1, 2, 4 collards, curly kale, and a regular kale. All of them I'm gonna go all winter, hopefully, and I have some greens for the holidays too, on top of what I saved. This bad boy here, this is a Matoyo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Eggplant. Let's just step back and see how big that thing is. When I tell you this thing has produced so many eggplants, and as you see, still got flowers. Some did not. Like we got a bunch of them hanging, but we still got a bunch of flowers. I just cut 3 of them off of here yesterday. Still got 1 right there. Some more will come. That's some worm damage on some of them. So I had a worm on here, never saw it. So I don't know what it is. It bored in. You see one there. I just left it. Threw it back down, let it compost back, get back. And that never done anything, but I cut off of it every now and then, put it in my smoothie, but it never got any bigger. This is a tomato plant that came back to life. I stuck it in the dirt. That one and that one was suckers, and now they have a bunch of tomatoes all over there, here, down there. So I'm going to get some tomatoes. Same with this one. This one just came back to life, so I'm letting it go wild. Got tomatoes all over it, flowers all over it. That is the purple Cherokee. No, that's the Brandywine purple. And this one, I think, is the purple Cherokee. So getting a lot of tomatoes coming off of that. They're everywhere. The bugs was eating it. I washed them off too. This is some kind of yellow pepper. I don't know what it is, but I keep eating them. I thought it was a banana pepper, but they're not shaped like banana peppers, so don't know what they are. But they're good. This is a regular bell pepper. Got flowers on it. It's getting big. Got flowers all in the back. So That's starting to produce. I also have a bunch of tomatoes back there as well on this tomato plant. I'm not for sure what it is. I do not see the tag anymore, so I don't know what it is. But this is a bell pepper. This pepper, I don't know what it is either, but they taste just like bell peppers. And I have a bunch of them. The bottom of them, they don't do like bell peppers, and they get a little long. I don't know what they are. Comment below and let me know if you know. But been getting a lot of them, a lot of flowers. This was, what was this? Oh, another pepper plant. And the nasturtiums are still growing, and it took over because this bed needs to be fertilized. As you can see, the plant is yellow, and the bugs are getting it because it's in distress. Because I need to pull it up, but I have not. Because I'm just getting so many peppers, I'm like, well, I'm okay. Because I think this one and this one are the same pepper, and this one is growing all the way over. And I think at least I took 15 peppers off of here yesterday, and you see they're still growing, but the bugs have started on them. So I'm gonna give it some fish emulsion today when I finish this video, or later on today. But I do want to keep my peppers growing because I'm cutting them up and freeze them, and I'm gonna take some to my sister-in-law's. So this was that big old tomatillo. I cut it back. Still haven't cut it all the way down. And now that I've done that, my jalapeno, as you can see one right there, is finally growing. This is I don't know what this one is. It got a pepper on it. Maybe it's a jalapeno too. Don't look like it. I don't know what that is. But I have those two, so maybe they'll start producing that they get some sun before it gets too cold. I can get something off of them. This is a volunteer cherry tomato, I think. It may be two. One here and one here. That's volunteer. This one was planted, cut it back. Now it started producing again. I was going to pull it up, but it's producing, so I'm going to let it because I don't need the bed right now for anything. I did have some shallots planted back there, but it's weeded. I never weeded it, so they may come back up in the fall once I clean out the bed and get the weeds out. This is a pepper plant. It's a purple pepper. I just poured all of them off. It's turning a little yellow. It needs some fish emulsion, some kind of purple bell pepper, but it does have a flower on it, so it's still trying to grow. That thing is probably 7-8 feet. Is my okra. I got some up there yesterday. It's a few still left up there, way at the top. I have to pull it over to get it off. Thinking about deadheading it, but it's getting cold, so they're gonna die off soon. But they're starting to sprout at the bottom now too. And I got the crimson, and then the red. The red didn't do much of anything. I didn't get much of them this year. Mostly this one and these were so prolific, and they're my favorite. This is a habanero. Got a bunch on there. Well, not a bunch, but a bunch of flowers. It just started to grow. It was stunted from the okra, but now they're starting to put on flowers and put on fruit. Eggplant is dying. That's the last one. I'll probably cut that off tomorrow, and then start pulling this stuff up out this bed. We have a pepper here. These are banana peppers on here. You can see the bugs are eating it. They're laying eggs or whatever they're doing in it. There's one too. But this whole bed, the nutrients have been sucked dry out of it because this massive thing here has produced so many of these frog finger eggplants. If you guys like eggplant, get you this brand. This one's frog fingers. I got it from Baker Creek. It is awesome. I got a bunch of them in the house, in the freezer. And you see, it's still a bunch of them on here. The bugs, them bugs, those bugs. They are eating it, laying eggs in them, whatever. But you can tell when they have, because they get little spots on them, like that. And you can cut that out if you want to, but I don't know if they poisonous or not, so I throw them away because I get enough of them where, it don't matter. This bed, I have one collard, one kale, so those will be kept for the winter. Have a pepper plant back here. It's those shishito peppers. So I've been getting a bunch of them. If you can see back there in the back, it's a bunch of them still on there now. So I'll freeze those as well. This collard, it'll hold on throughout the winter as long as it doesn't get too cold here. Got 2 volunteer avocado trees, one there, one there. I just been letting them grow. I think I put some food compost in here at the beginning of the summer, and they came up. So they're not going to survive because it's not warm enough here in Georgia for them to. I've tried 3 times, and they always die. So it is what it is. I tried to bring it in the garage last year, and it still died. So I'm going to leave it. This is another volunteer pear tomato plant. Didn't do much. Well, I won't say that. It just got attacked by bugs, and it's all the way over here. Well, I think that's where it started. Yep, and it's all the way over to this pot because this pot had some squash, zucchini in it, and it got attacked too. So nothing is in there but that basil that's winter seed, which I don't need any more basil seeds, so I need to take that out and throw it away. Same here, there's basil everywhere. And I still got this cucumber plant that's holding on, and I think I'm gonna leave it. It got those little white bugs all over it, but it's still greening. So I'm just gonna leave it until it get too cold because I'm not for sure if I'm gonna put anything in these pots. I might put greens in these pots. I do know I'm gonna put greens in all 3 of these. I've already put compost in them. I watered them down today, so I'm gonna take some out of the ground next week and put them in here once they get a little bit bigger because they just got their first true leaves. So those 3 will be Donald Kale. Here is the other squash that I started when I started the one in that first bed that's massive. This one just didn't grow. I put both of them in the bed at the same time. I moved that one from over there to over here. And yeah, that's all it's done. Another basil plant. I had them everywhere to deter bugs. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it did not. This is my lima bean plant. I got a bunch of lima beans on here. I harvested them earlier this week. Thanks Sunday. So I don't have a lot of them on there, but the ones that are, I'm letting them form their beans on the inside, and then I pull them off. But it's a massive plant. You see beans just growing everywhere, and then you see little baby ones on here, like there. So it's still growing. I think it likes to cool a little bit because it's producing way more now than it did when it was hot. Another volunteer pear tomato. They just came up everywhere, and I haven't planted them but 1 year, and every year they keep coming back, and I don't care for them, but I put them in stuff. And last but not least, my green stalk that still has some greens in it, which I'm going to continue to let them grow because I love greens and I juice greens, so I need as many. I started some lettuce. It's leggy, but it is okay. I'm going to, I think, pull them up a little bit and make them a little bit deeper. I got an onion that survived, more kale that's here, red Russian. I also planted more lettuce and spinach. This is a carrot that I pulled up from out of the ground over there where my carrots that I showed you. It's limp, so I don't think it's gonna make it. Got more lettuce up here. Up here, this is volunteer lettuce, and so is that. My tomato plant is coming back. I cut all the leaves off of it, and now it's got flowers again. So I might get some more cherry tomatoes on that one. It's a tiny Tim, and I think that's it for that green stock, except for these as well are carrots that I pulled up out of the ground and transported over here. They like it. So they say you can't transport carrots, but apparently you can, because I did, and they survived, and now they are huge. So I will have a few carrots from here. These are the red ones, the orange ones, and the ones that's in that pot are the purple ones. I don't think they like being together. And I still got my lemon balm. That's doing good. I need to harvest the rest of that. This is, I think, peppermint. Yep, peppermint. Need to harvest the rest of that. Let it dry out. I've been saving that as well. My dill or oregano never came up. And this is my thyme. This one looks like it's dying back, but these two are still going. Been harvesting and drying those out as well. So, alright guys, that is it for my garden tool for today. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you all in my very next video. Bye-bye. Look at my hair. Looks a mess. Don't matter. You're not here for that. You're here for the garden. Bye.